Hey, David.
Yeah.
We're on the internet.
Hello, welcome to Family RPG. I'm David Leonard, your Dungeon Master for Arcana of the Ancients.
Why is there a pause in there? Is there a dot dot dot?
Dramatic.
No, it is more dramatic. Yes, you have it.
The pregnant pause.
Let's just leave it melodramatic.
Okay. Oh, melodramatic. Oh.
So before we continue, what happened last time for a point of inspiration?
I almost died.
Yeah,
I almost
sorry.
died today, but that was in player, not in character. So
Yeah, we don't kill players yet.
not on camera.
I like camera.
Okay. Well, let's see. We found that we could get a flying machine. We had to go to a junkyard to,
Not a junkyard.
well, what do they call it?
Graveyard.
Graveyard of
Flyte de boy.
devices.
Is it de boy or de bois?
Dubois.
De bois. Okay.
Yeah, it's wrong.
It's your boy.
the boy.
No.
Yeah,
No.
it's the boy.
No.
Anyway,
No, he will not like you. if you
So-
do that.
Alright,
the
so
boy
not.
apparently created this hovercraft thing that would pick up the
Well, he didn't create it so much
No.
as
well,
repurpose it.
repurpose it anyway. Well, I thought you say
These things happen on their own, but it doesn't have
Yeah.
his seal on it, as if he was working
Okay.
on his behalf.
Well, anyway, it was.
I need to rebrand that thing if you know what I mean.
It was taken over apparently by some other mechanical creature that was a
Parasite.
parasite. Yeah, and was stealing junk to, I guess, to maintain keep the thing flying. So we had to go and stop it, so we could use it. We could reclaim it. So we. It was a tough one. We were able to get it to come down, only it fell down on, what's your name?
Alton.
And, anyway, and just about did him in, but we were able to get it off of him in time. And so we're heading back to the city now, finally, with the thing in tow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Literally toad.
yeah. So we haven't had a long rest yet.
No.
Okay. So we're heading back to the city.
What happened there?
Oh, I put it under the TV and tried to pull it back out and it got ripped.
Ah.
I was trying to flatten it. It did not work.
Clearly, it is very still warped.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think it'll be warped no matter what we do to it.
Seems that way.
Because I tried putting books over it, put the whole TV over it, and it's like, no, it just stays warped.
You maybe like warming it and then trying to flatten it?
Well, either that or roll it the other way.
I think it'd still be.
Well,
It would
yeah,
have
once
extra
you-
types of curves to it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it worse.
So anyway, anybody else got something to add?
We're still playing by the rules of if we roll natural 20, we get a piece of candy, and if I roll natural 1, I have to eat from the toasty.
Well,
They can as well if they choose to, but he's going to force it on me, I know.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'll
that's
take
the
it
kind of
too. If I roll a
right
1,
now.
I will take one of those pieces.
I think you did take one.
I did. I did
Yes,
roll
you
one
did
and I
one.
did take
Yes.
one, yes.
I'm saying like later on, like
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
forward.
like you just keep
So
rolling
you
those
brought
ones.
2 bottles up? Because you plan on rolling some one?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen tonight.
Hopefully.
Uh-huh. Okay. It's usually good for us when you roll one, but yeah.
Well, that's where we're trying to look for something.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I rolled that 100, and I ended up finding the iron flesh.
Ah, yes.
Yes, I had a flame cloak now,
Yes.
and a bottle of stealth coating.
Yes, and I need to get that glove attached for hand.
We haven't actually had these things installed yet, right? Because it requires a surgery to do the
You have
iron
to go-
gold,
you have to
iron
get
flesh.
down. Or what? No, didn't we get that before?
Or did he?
You
No,
got-
we found it in the wreckage
Okay,
of the thing that we destroyed.
that's right.
Disabled.
I was going to declare that, like, by the time you got back to town,
Yeah.
since it was like several hours, they were more concerned about the presence of like potential other parasites being in there, and considering how much Numenera stuff that those things might infect in town, like maybe leave it outside.
The town?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, until it's been properly checked, no one just bring something in
Okay.
that could potentially be hiding more
Hmm.
infectious parasites.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we're only gonna take things for ourselves though, so
Well, yeah, but that doesn't, it still doesn't mean something else is hiding. We didn't look in every nook and cranny.
maybe we should look in every different cranny.
Well,
Well, if you want to do an Arcana check on the thing, since it's now basically disabled for all purposes.
Would you like to assist me in that, Alton? I
Sure.
appreciate that. Thank you. That's a 13.
They tend to hold. They run on ciphers and relics. So they basically hold them until they need them to further travel and just dissolve them into material they can use to, pilot their engines, pretty much.
The parasites?
No, the
Or the-
Marauding Vault.
Oh, okay, the vault itself. Okay.
Yes.
mhm.
So
We didn't find any parasites.
you don't see anymore as you're investigating what it does.
Yeah.
This huge thing also only has enough room for 2 people inside, but like in a stasis pod. There's very little space. It's basically, it collects people that may have iron flesh and things on them. It's like, oh, I can dissolve this later, and just puts them in sleep.
Okay.
Did we
So
find-
there's no like station for people to man anything?
No, it runs itself and just collects things to power itself and whatever interesting things it may find.
No, wait a minute. How did the
It's-
parasite take it over, though? If it doesn't have a thing to run it, how,
Well, the parasite can inflict any Numenera device that has its own sentience and AI. If it can hide in there, because it's a small parasite
In a huge.
in a
Yeah,
huge body
yeah.
that it may not necessarily notice until it's too late.
Well, can we have them take the AI out and put it in a proper control room? I mean, it's not going to do us much good if the thing is determining where it wants to go, and we want to go this way, and it wants to go that way. Was that part of the deal? He was going to retrofit it for us?
Why don't you see if you can get some more information from another Arcana check?
Another Arcana check. Well, let's see here.
You and JoJo? Or?
Yeah, dirty 20.
320. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
Joe
that
got it.
marauding vaults are single-minded and literal. They speak a wide variety of languages, but first attempt to gain what they want by force before considering negotiation. They have no fear of destruction, though they recognize it could interfere with their mission to collect.
Well, okay, so, but this guy who told us to go get it,
Basically, reasoned with it at first to go to this graveyard, collect things for me,
Yeah.
and in return, you can keep some of the lesser stuff for yourself. Basically, trade deal kind of thing. So 'cause it's easier for him than to manually
So,
send people out.
can we communicate with this thing and ask it, is the deal still good? Or have you like lost your,
But broken now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's thoroughly disabled.
okay. I still think it'd be better if it was a manual running. That we don't have to negotiate
Ooh.
every time we
Could we
need
try to integrate your pony into it? That would be neat. Your pony gets an upgrade.
And then can't follow us anywhere.
It's huge.
I mean, make it
yeah.
detachable, like.
I think I'm good there.
Yeah,
Sort
plug
of
in an
like
access port
R2D2.
Whatever intelligence you put in there stays in there. There's no
Yeah.
backing out of it. It basically.
Well, anyway, we need to discuss this. I guess we can leave it on the outskirts because it's not going to go anywhere because it's
Mhm.
damaged. And go and talk to.
Basically, Flyte's gonna have his guys go inspect it thoroughly to make sure there's nothing else hiding in there.
Okay.
which-
Okay.
Is Flyte going to somehow give us control of this thing? I mean, how can he, if it's sentient, how can he give us control and guarantee that we're going to be able to use it?
Well, since you've disabled it, he has ways of manually
Yeah, well,
Like,
okay. If he can,
tearing things out. Obviously, it's not going to have nearly as many features as it has while
Yeah.
it's alive.
Right.
Like,
Right.
no attack ability, no harvesting ability, all those things
Yeah.
have to be gutted out. Even the stasis pods, you're going to have room inside.
Yeah. Did we find anybody in a stasis pod?
You found one of his engineers.
One of his engineers. Okay.
Very dead.
Oh
Oh,
no!
he's dead. Okay.
Yes.
Oh no! Mr. Bait!
Oh, what'd you do?
I apparently touched the green cloth too much.
No, he's lost his mind. He's lost his.
Can't lose when you never had.
He's backside. Yeah. Anyway.
Goofy was hiding back there.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Oh.
Pay
Okay.
no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Oh, yeah.
Or the
No,
man
or
in
the
front of
goofy.
it. The man in front of the curtain.
You know what? Maybe he's not helping with the cloth. You
He
ever
was
think of that,
fine
Leonard?
before you touched it.
That's alright, he can sit somewhere else.
It was going to be a surprise for Thursday night.
Okay, well, is it Thursday night? No?
You
Well,
know,
then
it
doesn't have
was
to be a
there
surprise.
because it didn't
Okay,
happen.
Okay, let's go back to the game. Alright.
That's why I was getting up to get the book anyways to not
So,
interrupt you. But
we've got
anyways.
to
You interrupted me.
We got to the edge of town.
Oh, now you want all the attention, huh? You got the book. Let's see what you're doing with the book.
We got the
I
edge.
didn't want the attention. That's why I went over there.
You got it now. You could have
Myself.
just asked me, but no, nope. You have paused
I
the
love you,
game.
David.
You have paused the game for your
I
own
love
selfish
you.
ambitions.
Wow, harsh.
Okay. Anyway, so we've come to the edge of town. We've deposited the thing on the edge of outskirts,
Mm-hmm.
just in case. Should we put a guard on it?
The guard's outside. We'll look at it.
Okay. Guards will watch it for us.
Yeah.
And they have weapons in case something flies out of it. I guess they do.
Kind of.
Okay.
I mean,
It's
it's not like they'd call for backup immediately if something
Yeah,
came up.
yeah,
But it's like,
okay. So we need to go see Mr. Flyte
yeah.
and tell him what we have, what we found.
Mm-hmm.
We almost died getting it, so we'd sure appreciate it if we could.
Yeah, I
Use
mean,
it.
he can inspect the iron flesh and
Okay.
get it
Yeah.
installed on you guys. Going to have to take overnight
Yeah.
to take to you
Alright.
guys. So.
Okay. So now we're gonna have a. So we're in town and we're about ready to have a
Long rest,
A
yes.
wrong rest. Yeah, long rest.
Well, it's going to be wrong, all right.
Do we complete the long rest successfully?
Let's complete it.
That's why I'm asking. Stop erasing stuff, Dad. That's what I'm trying to get to the point of.
Okay.
Arthur, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Let's see. That would be. Oh, dirty 20.
Mm. You're kind of, sort of thrashing around in your sleep,
Oh.
but in your dream,
Mm-hmm.
you see an enormous cavern full of machines,
Hmm.
thousands of them, all dark and quiet, except for one near the edge.
Mm-hmm.
It pops open, and inside is all glowing white fog, squirming cables and metal blades.
Hmm.
A truly awful thing.
Hmm.
It scrambles out quicker than you can say your own name.
Mm-hmm.
Something speaks to you in your own tongue. For
Oh.
your crime, you have been scheduled for termination. Expect your reapers soon.
Interesting. Well, so do I have to go to a seer in town to interpret my dream?
But you did pass the wisdom saving throw to keep
Yeah.
yourself from being completely overtaken and frightened by this. You're
Okay. Yeah.
concerned,
Yeah.
But the dream, not a nightmare.
but
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
freaking
Or
out.
night terror.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So you do get to fully rest. Otherwise, you would have been
Uh-huh.
woken up early. You're like, I cannot
Uh-huh.
sleep again. I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
Okay.
Okay, so we successfully long rested.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And got our fun stuff installed.
Okay.
Yes.
So I tell these guys about the dream of the creature coming out of was it a pod?
Yes.
Like an egg, maybe.
Mhm.
You know, with knives and cables. Hmm.
Can I do an Arcana check with Arthur's assistance about what that is?
Sure.
Arthur, will you assist me?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Alton, will you assist
Alton.
me?
Alton.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
He probably has better intelligence.
And I'll give you
Guidance?
guidance. I think I still have that. Yeah, I didn't get rid of it. Guidance.
Did you, okay, make sure you didn't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Not rolling well tonight.
Did you throw a 4 on
That's,
there?
yeah, I did. 16.
You've vaguely heard of Numenera Reapers coming to get their target, and they don't stop until their target is deceased.
Hmm.
Well, at least you were given the warning.
Uh-huh.
Some don't get that opportunity.
Uh-huh.
So do you tell this to anybody
So,
else?
Well, I'm asking Flyte what a Reaper is.
His
or-
face turns
White.
White.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
get out of town. Get as far away from here
Well,
as you
tell
can.
us what a reaper is, so we can.
It will hunt you down.
Well, what is it? Is it a
It
big
is a,
creature?
It is a
Mon-
very large
Uh-huh.
Numenera construct that once it has a target
Uh-huh.
and has sent its warning, it will stop at nothing to kill you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what are its
Okay.
weaknesses?
It regenerates health.
What are its weaknesses?
You literally have to break it apart into tiny little pieces and carry it across the corners to keep it from regenerating itself.
They did that with the Daleks, and it didn't work. It was a horrible story. Anyway.
What's the Dalek?
Yeah. Woo!
Seriously,
Anyway.
it does not care about collateral damage. If you want this town to be safe, get
Uh-huh.
out.
Hmm.
Oh, neat. So if we want to find a town we want to destroy, just stay there for a time.
Okay.
I don't know why it's taken to you.
Well,
What did you do?
we took down this bot thing that you wanted to.
That should have nothing to do with it. What did you do? Who did you take off?
Well, I don't know.
Roll a history check.
Can't think. Let's see. History. What have I got? Not good. 11.
Someone else want to roll?
Remind me. What I locked over. Roll.
Next time I roll this, I'm going to change dice. Ray got 11.
What?
Also.
Loxo got 15.
You pulled a card.
A card?
Remember the cards Jerling gave you?
Cards. Yeah, vaguely. Let's
That
see.
one that said you had an unknown villain?
An unknown villain. Oh. So a card generated this? Just
Card-
a card?
Targeted you. You've angered someone enough to send an assassin after you.
A card. By pulling a card, you anger somebody. That's illogical. Anyway.
Well, how did he lose all of his intelligence?
Yeah.
Pull the card. No, I'm just dumb.
Uh-huh.
I forget, Dale, which email would we use for Family RPG?
Oh, the Leonard Brothers game. I think it's leonard.brothers.game at
Yeah.
gmail.com.
Oh, we need still no more information about these Reapers. What are their weaknesses?
No one has lived. Or at least very few people have survived.
Uh-huh.
Leonard.brothers.game@gmail.com.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
Can we find somebody who survived?
Not in this town.
Oh.
Nobody in this town has ever been picked off by one of those guys. I haven't been using his voice the whole time. Hey, this was a gruff voice.
Yeah.
Alright, so somebody named Fables RPG posted on their chat saying, "Hey there, I just want to say I'm enjoying the stream and I wish you all the luck. Fables is a TTRPG in the making, and if you're interested, I would love for you to come by sometime while we're streaming. Anyways, good luck and have fun."
Alright, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought, I was thinking they were offering us to try to test play their own game, like we did Lotus Dimensions, but
Yeah.
I mean, okay, we didn't test play Lotus Dimensions.
We bought
We-
Lotus Dimensions
the full product, and
and roasted it.
Well,
But, you know,
politely,
politely,
we
politely.
tried, we gave it every opportunity.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
we did. And we are giving it more opportunities as they continue to bring it.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, is he going to get our our flying machine, prepared in time so we can use that to give him some encouragement to get it ready faster?
It's our way out of here, so.
Yeah, it's our way out.
He's going to try to work as fast as he can. Like he said, it's probably going to take a week to get all of the preparations made. To get more than 2 people in there, gutting all of the old material, rewiring everything so you can manually control it, gutting out any extra weights so all of you can stand in it without it sinking into the sand. It's only built to hover itself, which is huge.
Yeah.
But, you
Well,
have
it picks
to-
a bunch of stuff up, though. It's got to be.
Takes up small things and 1 or 2 people.
How many preparations will it take? Like maybe 8 preparations, all lettered,
No. No.
with the final one being preparation 8.
No.
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 Okay. It would work. power would have pain.
Like he said, it would take about 6 or 7 days to do all this, and like almost round the clock. And he's pretty much hoping that if you just leave the area, go back to the desert for a while, they'll give you like a tent and a couple supplies to hoof it in the desert, but to stay out of town so this thing doesn't kill everyone trying to get to you.
Okay, that's his requirement. I suppose it's all we have to take it.
I guess so.
If you survive, you get your thing.
Oh, how nice.
Maybe we should try to scout out an area that we can try to control the environment of. Like, okay, we know this spot. We've looked around it, and we can try to set up maybe traps or snares or at the very least like no routes to try to escape through.
Well, if this thing is big, if we can find something that's small where it can go through and it can't come through, can't follow.
If it chases things down, it probably has a way to drill.
Well, yeah, but it slows it down.
Sure. Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. We need to investigate.
Tell us more about this thing. What kind of
it
weapons?
It can climb. It can fly. It can swim. It can burrow.
Okay. Well, what kind of distance weapons does it have?
Burrowing speed. It goes fast.
I mean, is it? What kind of is it?
It has arm blades and an iron pincer.
So it does melee.
It has a lightning aura.
A lightning what?
Aura.
And
the Aurora Borealis.
How many feet is that good for?
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I got that. That's not so great. It looks like 8. So, somebody else want to?
The fact that it has electricity is all I need to know. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's its only, weapon. A lot of times those things need to recharge. So if you can survive it once, you might be able to get a lot of hits in after that from a distance. So anyway, I'm thinking we're going to end up having to fight this thing eventually. So we're going to have to be prepared for it somehow.
You could try to banish him.
I mean, that'll last for a minute, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know it's from this realm.
The Reaper is coming for him.
Yes. Oh, you mean banish him?
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Okay. But again, even now it only lasts for a minute because you just come back here again.
Yeah.
This is his realm.
Yeah.
Guys, don't fear the Reaper.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
I was waiting for somebody to bring up a reference like that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll go back to the desert
Head.
and dig in. Okay.
So you're heading out to the desert?
I guess so.
Let's make a survival check to see if you can find a good spot.
Good spot.
That is not me.
Yeah, the wisdom guy should probably do that.
Okay. Survival. I got
Lexo's helping you, right? Lexo's helping you?
Yeah.
You roll with advantage? Okay, good.
Yeah. 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
You find a canyon. So you have higher. You can either be above, looking down, or in the canyon, kind of make a box, kind of area to fight in.
Yeah.
A box canyon?
Box canyon, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I could be the bait, and I could be down in the canyon. You guys could be up on the walls.
How high is the canyon?
60 feet.
Anything over 15 is not a good idea.
Well, gee, 15 feet's not a very tall canyon either.
No, but that's the close range of the blunderbuss.
Yeah. Well, I've got formed stone. I could form stone outlooks so that you could get yourselves positioned closer. Have sort of an outcropping in the rock.
Oh, that could be
or
fun.
A little cave that you could hide in.
Arthur, I need another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, gee. Well, this one I failed.
Okay. This is not just a dream. This is a vision that suddenly appears off in the distance. You're just following this massive creature flying extremely fast towards you guys.
Guys, did you see that?
They can't see it, only
They
you.
can't see it. Oh.
It's not even close enough to be within your visual range, but you can see this vision of it approaching you. It knows where you are. It is coming for you.
Well, it's too late for the town then.
And just to be sure, it was definitely considered to be a construct?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have protection from evil and good, but it's only good against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yeah, it's lawful neutral.
Yeah. I mean,
So
again,
it's
like,
yeah,
protection from evil and good,
yeah,
that's
right,
just
right.
like follow through, you know, back from the other previous editions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Not so useful.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me that's
Okay.
actually in there.
Well, we could probably have, you should probably find enough objects, maybe rocks or something like that. I presume is we're out here,
Yeah.
to be able. I could then use animated objects
Oh yeah.
as a thing.
You could.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like have some variety, like between you and Luxo Junior, collect some rocks essentially.
I suppose if you want to do a nature check to see what else, because your Arcana checks don't
Yeah.
necessarily tell you the same thing a nature check would.
Let's see. Yeah, 14.
Come on, you should be better at that, Druid.
Well,
Nature's
the
intelligence.
is
Intelligence
high,
test.
yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Anyways, once the target is killed, the Reaper will switch off. If a target is killed before the Reaper finds them, whoever killed them becomes the next target. If the target dies of natural causes, the Reaper switches off.
Ah, can you simulate my death by natural causes?
I mean,
Simulate,
I
or like
mean-
pause, and then maybe be able to bring
yeah.
back.
it
Yeah.
knows
It knows.
It knows. How does it know? I want to know how
somehow.
it
How is it able to communicate your head? Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, there is a spell dreams, so it could probably communicate to you in your dreams, and there are probably other ways to telepathically communicate to you. But yeah, sorry, bro, but yeah, you're probably gonna have to die, at least for a little while.
Uh-huh. Well, we can give it a fight. And if I have to go, I gotta go. We might get lucky. Not with these dice, but we might get lucky.
You know when you go back and reread the magic items that you find, and then you got to go double check to say it actually says that in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage on attacking machines.
Mm-hmm.
I could not have read that last session.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you have advantage on attacking machines?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
The mask.
Skill or not? Oh.
You got a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I even took the time to type it in here as a custom item.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, it's a player's responsibility to know what their characters do.
Yes,
Mhm.
it is.
And I'm sure I'll probably ask you at some point again what the flame cloak does. I did write down the page number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did the flame cloak get installed?
Yeah. You said.
Okay.
You said we got
Yes.
everything installed. Yeah.
Do you need the book?
Ah.
Do you need the book?
Oh, I
What
probably
was
won't
that
use
thing
it until
that you got? It
it
was
gets
something.
engaged.
Gauntlet of Protection, use a reaction, get +2 AC,
Uh-huh.
or advantage against spells or other magical effects.
Uh-huh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, you still haven't determined where you were standing, either above or below the canyon?
I'm going to be in the canyon, down, and they're going to be above the canyon.
Okay. So,
And I've used, well, I'd have to be using up my 5th level spell, which I don't really want to use yet.
We've had some time in
I'm
this
gonna
place,
need it.
right?
a few minutes, yeah.
A few minutes.
So,
Alright, maybe about like half an hour.
okay. So they're on the tops of the canyon, and I'm in down the bottom.
Okay. You got your buddy with you, or?
Well, it doesn't make
Um,
sense for me to be at the top. I don't have the range.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to be
Well,
down
you're
with
on
So
a-
me.
I'll be at
pony
the
up there?
bottom.
Okay.
No, the
Oh,
pony will be
against the
next to
wall.
him
Okay.
because the pony can help out in combat.
You probably be against the wall then, probably.
I am a way to see where this thing comes from. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Could we have prepared like some I don't know some boulders beside me like before you went down there?
Yeah.
Like you and Luxo would have built up some boulders beside me.
I think.
I can animate object them. I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. Make a survival check.
Survival check?
Yeah, you're gathering supplies.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see, 17 plus what's survival? Okay, that'd be a 23.
You get a big
22.
boulder and 2 little boulders.
Okay. What? How? Okay. By big, how big do you mean?
Big, I mean like 10-foot square.
Okay.
And then the other ones are
So
5
large.
So large.
Large size. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And 2
two
5-foot square.
medium or small or
Medium.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So let's see. Large counts as 4 objects. Medium counts as 2. So that would be. I can do up to 10 objects. So that would be 8 objects right there, right?
And since they're boulders, if you're just trying to throw them, they probably just.
Well, no, I'm trying to animate object on
okay.
them. I'll have them jump down on it.
Oh. And collapse because they're falling 60 feet.
I mean, they wouldn't necessarily die. I mean, the mediums ones probably would die. They only have 40 hit points.
Yeah.
But the large one probably wouldn't. Well, the large one's 50 hit points. But in any case.
It would probably.
I mean, maybe not. And hopefully it would do as much damage to it as it does to itself. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
assuming,
Or it
you know.
misses.
I mean, it could. That would be terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the potential of hitting Arthur.
Well, it depends on where it is. I mean, I tend to use all the distance stacks I can before coming up with my.
Would I do another survival check to just find like 2 more, like small?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Do we know if this thing is resistant to anything?
It's immune
Phil's
to a
having it.
couple things.
Immune.
There we go.
Well, I would expect it to be maybe immune to psychic damage or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But what?
I got 2 smalls. All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got 16 there. Yeah.
Okay.
Since Phil helped. Well, I would have them all near the edge there.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
moved them in your intent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just drawing them to say they're there.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I move them now to the edge. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Move this one too. Like you're all
There
standing
we
at
go.
the edge.
Yes.
Oh boy.
There we go.
All right. Mm-hmm.
And you have finally run out of time.
Okay. So how far away is it when it's coming into the canyon? Can
It
it
is,
come into the canyon?
it is flying 10 feet off the ground, 60
Okay.
feet away from you.
60 feet. Okay.
At full force.
And since I see it coming, can I get a
Well, make a perception check.
percent? Oh yeah.
There is a lot of like dust and debris
Yeah.
as you were trying to.
Okay. Well, I didn't do so well. Luxo, who's not next to me.
He's up there.
Huh? Lux
Yeah.
would be.
You
Would
want Lux to
Lux
be
not
with
be
you?
with you?
You didn't
Okay.
say where you wanted Lux to be.
He might as well be with me because he doesn't.
All right.
I don't think he has a distance attack.
No.
I don't think Hugh Bond would be away from you anyways.
No.
No,
he's your
yeah, he
trusted
wants to
ally.
die
Loyal
with-
ally,
He wants
yes.
to die with me. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What?
We are brothers in trunks.
What was that?
Perception.
Perception. Okay. Perception. Okay. He got 16.
He sees him.
He's easy.
What did you get?
I got. Wait, what is my perception? Oh, okay. Well, I got 14.
Okay. And you know what?
All right.
So I can say my.
Phil and Ray recognize the situation you're in,
Yeah.
and from the description of what's been
Yeah.
happening, right?
Yeah.
We're going to give you the potion of invulnerability.
Ah. Okay.
We've had this for quite some time. What does the potion of
Alright.
invulnerability do? Again, I don't have the book. It's ever written down.
Which book?
It's probably the standard Dungeon Master
Yes.
guide.
Oh, DMG?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah,
I got it.
You got it? Okay. Yeah, look
okay.
up.
I guess I should have gone with potion.
Potion of invulnerability, yeah.
I think it's just resistances to all damage.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt.
Yes.
Oh, it'll hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But again, since you're going to be pretty much the sole target, as the initial target,
Yeah.
Resistance to all damage
there
Yes,
you go.
that's it.
for 1 minute.
1 minute.
Uh-huh.
All right, put out a D10,
Okay.
and that'll be the start of the countdown.
Yeah.
The
All right.
final countdown.
Let's everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
It just puts you in an area to act upon with the most information.
Yeah.
I need a chocolate.
Oh my.
Uh-huh.
Which one looks like the best to kill a player?
He doesn't like nuts or fruits, so.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ray got only 6. Phil got 17.
Luxo got 4, and Arthur got
Oh, you're slow right
7.
Sorry. It's a lot. Anyways, Alden.
20.
20. Well, you got by the chocolate. The creature goes first.
The apparently very good chocolate.
Well, I mean, it was it's rich. It's really appreciate it.
Okay. So I've taken my invulnerability potion. Okay.
Yeah.
Right
1
before
minute.
combat,
All right.
just hit the flask.
Let's see. We started.
Yeah, I put him right about right place because he flies up. He moves within 5 feet, flying still. And attacks.
And how many attacks does this critter have? Just tell us how many he's got, so we won't be waiting for. Okay, next attack. Oh, next attack.
2 to 3.
2 to 3. Okay.
As in, if he makes any of his first 2 attacks, he gets the 3rd attack. But if he misses both times, it's only the 2.
Okay. Where's my shield?
We would have found out about it, like, after a round, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he always at least hit once. Let's see. First attack
And remember, when you're low on HP,
is a 26.
Yeah,
This is when we use the reaction of the good pony to make disadvantage on the attack, since it's next to him and not.
25.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Well, I tried.
Yeah, I appreciate the attempt. I think the thing's probably got my armor classes.
14 piercing.
Okay.
Second attack.
but yeah, wild shape when you go to low HP.
Yeah.
That's gonna miss, but since he hit once, third attack.
You did take only half damage, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's also gonna miss. Oh yeah, cut that in
Just
half.
only half. Okay. Great. Yeah.
Remember, you got half damage as long as you're.
So he missed
He missed twice.
twice. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Alton's next.
Yes, Alton.
All right. Time to attempt Nova. Nova by 10, 15, 20. That must be 15. Yep.
Yeah, he's 5 feet up in the air, so.
Okay. So, bonus action is casting Branding Smite. I will attack with the blunderbuss. If I hit, using the superiority die, is this thing a machine?
Yes.
Good. This is what happens when you float everything you can in a single round. Alright, so that is a 28 to hit.
Yes.
Alright, I will add a superiority die. I don't think this thing's going to get tripped or disarmed, but we're going to try disarmed. Alright, so that's 2d8 plus d8 plus 2d6. 28 damage.
Okay.
Sure. A lot of the things we go against have been flying and, or at least floating, and have their body, their weapons integrated in their bodies. So.
Mm-hmm.
Any reason to try for the disarm on the?
It doesn't. No.
Yeah. All right. So second attack. Get rid of those. 30.
30 hits.
Throw in the. Let's try. Trip. Why not? It's not going to do anything, but why not?
Yeah.
10, 12, 17.
Okay.
And then, action surge for attack number 3.
Uh-huh.
Give me some chocolate.
Nice.
Okay.
And you go with the
Chart
double damage
or
or chart?
yeah.
We'll just do double damage because we need to get damage on the board.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Potential chart could be normal. So.
Alright.
Yes. And this will be a trip or a disarm. I don't care. Just using superiority dice for damage at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This is third attack. Sure, I'm marking these. 14, 34 damage.
Okay.
Final attack. May I have another piece of chocolate?
Okay. Yeah.
Just double damage. Again, using all superiority dice. All 7s. 21. 28. 36. 41 damage.
Hmm. Yeah.
I am just gonna blow the smoke off this gun. It is probably red hot. I have used almost every ability I can.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
All right, that's it.
Next is let's see, Phil.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. He's going to, I mean, he's just going to throw a javelin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Doesn't
Mhm.
mean like his breath weapon. Wait a minute, how far down is
60
he?
feet.
60 feet, okay. Yeah, his
Please
breath
don't
weapon
blow
would only-
acid all over
It
us.
would only be 30 feet anyways.
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright, so he's going to throw a javelin. I mean, okay. I mean, it's technically 30 feet / 120, but it's going down. So, like, you would figure...
And the thing is flying. He's tall, so he's probably, how tall is he? You could aim for his head. He may only be
About 10 feet tall. So
He's already flying
5
5
feet
feet up the
high,
ground.
so it's
So it means his head is
15
15 feet up in the sky, up in the
yeah.
air.
So 60 foot, still
So 45 feet,
45
yeah.
feet.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
Assuming you were directly above.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much are, for the most part. Alright, well, roll disadvantage, that's fine. Okay, at least it wasn't a 1. That's going to be a 9 to hit.
miss.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Next is Arthur. In fact, everybody at this point that's in the canyon needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Eep. All right. Me,
Let's see.
Pooch.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh.
Is that a candy?
Yeah, it's a 1.
That's a 1.
And it was on the pooch, so I
Okay.
can't re-roll it.
Nope.
Okay, let's see. Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not good. Let's see.
I changed the bag because this one doesn't have any holes in it.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you said +5. So Lexo got 14.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend my point of
Inspiration to reroll.
reroll.
Uh-huh. Whatever you got.
Yeah.
Not against
You
being
all
frightened.
failed.
Okay.
It's not against being frightened, is it?
No. It
No.
is an electric, lightning damage.
Mm.
Yeah. So since you all failed, you take full damage, except for you take half because you're.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at the app out for this.
How many are you rolling?
Dice
Roll.
rolling, dice rolling. Let's see.
I'm glad that at least you're having a reaction. It's not as severe as mine, but
Just made me hiccup.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 30 damage, 15 for your half.
Okay. All right.
30 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay.
Now you can do what you want.
Oh, how nice. Okay.
I figured I'd get everybody else's thing out of the way.
Now, do we? Is
The
he?
steel defender's still up.
Is he? Necrotic damage good on these constructs?
You necrotic him?
Necrotic damage.
It's worth a try.
Okay. So I cast Blight.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Good one, yeah. So it's a con save, DC. What am I up to? 17. It's, 4th level spell.
Okay, so you have to roll a save.
He's got to roll a save.
Dante DC 17.
Okay.
Yeah,
He passes.
he passes. He still gets half damage. So
Mm-hmm.
let's see.
How many dice do you need?
That's 8d8. So 4d8. The big.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're sweet.
Okay.
You gotta grab the D4.
Oh, I did. Oh my gosh.
You're already having your own damage, Dad. No.
Yeah. I don't wanna do that.
8D4 for
Okay.
48. Why not?
What? That probably roll more damage.
All right, let's see. Go 1, 7, 8, 9, 10,
2.5?
16.
No, 2.5
damage.
versus 4.5 on average.
All right.
16, yeah. So that'd be 8 damage total. I mean,
Okay.
16 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It collapses. But the
Oh.
fight's not over yet.
It collapses.
Oh, I mean, it
Yeah.
basically slumps onto the ground instead of floating.
Uh-huh.
But
Okay.
you can tell it's very quickly bringing itself together. You're going to have to keep trying to attack it and break
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna back up 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to advise everyone else to back up 20 feet too if they're after they've made their attack on it. Is the pony going to make an attack?
No.
Okay. So
Next would be Ray.
Ray.
All right. Well, Ray's going to cast his animate objects.
Mm-hmm.
Throw rocks. And he'll say, jump down there and kill the biggest thing.
I'm safe.
Okay. So we got
Double kill the biggest thing.
one large rock and 2 mediums and 2 smalls
Yes.
Yes.
falling on this thing.
Yes. 60 feet. Make an
60
attack
feet.
roll, I guess. Just play D20 to see if you hit his armor.
Well, it'd be for each individual one, so and each have their own.
Oh, stats. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how the spell works.
Animate objects basically like summon monster, but
Okay.
you do it on monster
Yeah.
objects.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so the large one plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's a 19 plus 6.
Yeah.
25,
All
alright.
Okay.
All right, so that'll be 2d10.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Is it also dealing falling damage?
I suppose so.
I mean, the
I mean,
rock's
that
You
is-
gonna
want,
take
much-
falling
yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we want you to do this attack damage first, and
Yes.
then we'll
And
do
then
the
see if the
falling
rock
damage.
survives the falling.
Yes. All right, so that's 7 damage there.
Uh-huh.
The next one is medium 1.
Mm-hmm.
It has plus 5 to hit.
I'm gonna order out for
That's
pizza
a-
on this roll. So you guys want anything?
It's gonna take a while. 18 plus 5.
Yes.
Okay, it's gonna be 2d6.
Uh-huh.
Summon like 16 animals
Uh-huh.
That's 6 damage.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. 6 plus 1, 7.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. The next one is also medium. That's 15 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's 10 damage.
Okay.
Small. That's a 16. Now you're wrong. Great. All right. Plus 5.
Okay.
Yeah. And they do 1d8. That's 6 plus 2. So 8.
Uh-huh.
And then small number 2. That's going to be a 17.
17 misses.
Okay.
Mm.
You probably just fall off to the side.
Yeah.
To be fair, they only have blind sight of 30 feet anyways. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah. All right.
roll falling damage for all.
Okay.
You throw them all overboard, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Now, see if the falling damage, I guess,
And
destroys them.
Why
And
didn't
it-
you put him at the bottom of the hill?
Well, doesn't the falling
Could have
damage?
animated him.
Doesn't the falling damage also add damage? I mean, if they cracked on.
That's what my hope is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Okay, so how much falling damage are we rolling for
60
then?
feet, 60-10.
6d10.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
D10?
Or 66.
Okay, I was going to say,
66,
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need 4 more d6.
Throw the middle dice at him.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Don't call that as a roll.
66. Okay. So it's 7, 10, 15, 20. 20 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they all survived!
Wow. Does that mean they did extra 20 damage to the creature
Each?
each? The ones that hit?
Yeah, probably total. I mean,
Yeah.
still, obviously this thing is battered and bruised. Loxo.
Okay. Let's see. What does he have anyway? Okay. Well, I guess he'll take out his warhammer
Mm-hmm.
and bang on the thing. So let's see. Okay. There's a let's see, 17 plus 6 hit. That'll hit. I'm sure.
Oh, what's this? Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see. Okay, that's a 8 plus 4. Okay. 10 damage,
Okay.
and he's gonna back off next to me over there, 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna call your pony back. And
When
you,
it's my turn.
okay.
All right. It is the creature's turn. It can't really do anything but heal itself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's healing itself.
Yeah.
But it is healing itself. You basically
Yeah.
have to do the same amount of total damage as its
Yeah.
total health to really cripple and destroy the thing,
Uh-huh.
and then drag its pieces as far away from each other as you can. So
Uh-huh.
you can see it forming. It can't make any further attacks, but it is
Mhm.
definitely healing a huge chunk of the damage you just did.
Okay. Uh-huh.
If it goes back into positive hit points again.
Yeah. Okay. Who's next then?
Next would be Alton.
All right. I guess I will shoot as best as I can.
Well, you'd be at disadvantage because it's a ranged attack against a fall.
I will be at normal.
No, okay.
It's how big is this creature?
It's large, but it's
And
still
you get still advantage because it's lying for its prone.
Range shot against a prone creature is disadvantage.
I was seeing the absurdity of it. You know? It's like
I don't know. That's the rules. Argue with Wizards of the Coast. That's the rules.
All right. I got no problem with it.
I'm going to shoot this elephant. Oh, it's lying down. It's going to be a lot harder now.
Yeah, exactly.
Cast Branding Smite. First attack.
If that broadside of the barn was standing up.
Yeah.
All right. Do we really need to quibble over a 32 attack? I don't care. I'm fine.
You're fine.
Okay.
I already had advantage, so it's not a big deal for me.
Right.
6, 9, 14. 19 damage.
All right.
Second attack. Well, now this one might actually matter. 14.
Miss.
Yes.
So we know the 17 of the small one missed.
Extras, Steel Defender. Alright, I will move back
Yeah.
with the Steel Defender all the way back to Arthur. And I will have the Steel Defender use Repair to... Nope, I've used my bonus action. I can't have it do that. Alright. We'll both move back next to Arthur.
Okay.
Well, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That's Phil?
Yeah, Phil.
Okay. I mean, okay, if Phil were to try to use his acid breath, which again, like, it's just a stream of acid, 5 foot by 30 foot line, like, logically speaking, it wouldn't just, like, disappear after 30 feet, right? Like, especially when it's going downward.
Yeah. How far is it? Yeah, if you could, yeah, it's going down.
It's still a ranged attack against.
Well, it's a save.
It's a save. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, can't really do anything about the save. I would.
Well, then the dex saving, he's prone, so you already have
Yeah.
disadvantage on dex saves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't currently move. He's healing.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be an auto failure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But again, your call. It's specifically, it's 5 foot by 30 feet.
So he has to move right over the target, and it will go right down on him.
I would say it probably dissipates.
Okay.
You don't get any damage at all?
Nah.
I mean-
it would just like falling that far would just like.
It's acid.
That blows in the wind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There's too many factors in terms of it moving around as it's trying to
It's
reach
in a
its target.
canyon.
Yeah, but it's wind and dust and
All
debris
right,
and
fine.
things, and it just
Fine.
it might get a few little pitter patter on him, but
Spring
Yeah.
acid
for the most part it would just be like raindrops.
Oh, raindrop.
Acid drops are on my head.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing he's got is just throwing
Let's
another
see, look up wall
javelin.
of fire. Yeah.
just throwing another javelin at disadvantage, I guess.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm thinking about casting it at 5th level.
Disadvantage.
Never
That's gonna be a 14. That'll miss.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do? Oh, through a javelin.
I'm sure it's not a
Yeah.
javelin. It misses.
Yeah.
14.
Okay.
Wall of Fire.
All right, Arthur.
Okay. All right, I had to move back so I could cast Wall of Fire.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's
So at 5th level, it increases by 1d8.
1d8. Yeah, we'll take every d8 we can get. I'm casting at 5th level, so I get 5d8. Let's see, 6d8.
Yep, 68. And
Okay.
you get a 20-foot long, 20-foot high, 1 foot thick wall
Yeah.
of fire.
It says I got I've written down I get 60-foot long or a 20-foot circle.
Yes, but
Okay.
I would say just block off the back of this canyon
Okay.
right
Yeah.
against it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I've covered the whole canyon and everything on the back side.
Oh.
No, and between us.
In between us and
Yeah.
okay.
No,
Now,
we
everything.
want to be able to attack it.
Well, can we attack through a wall of fire? No, how's that?
The wall is opaque and lasts for the no.
Okay.
So put it behind it.
Okay.
So it's against
So
it.
everything's all right. It's against it. It's within 5 feet of it
Okay.
because I want it to be as close.
So
as
basically a
possible.
straight line across.
Okay.
Actually, everything 10 feet from the wall
You're
of fire.
fine.
Yeah.
We're good now.
All right.
So-
So yeah, he's got to do
Dex saving
Dex-
Yeah,
throw.
Mac, he fails it.
17. Which so if he fails it, then
So 68 fire
68
damage.
Fire damage. Okay. Where's my other D8? There it is. And 4 more.
I got 3 more.
And 3 more. Okay.
Oh, don't forget to include
Uh-oh,
this.
don't drop it.
You've done
Oh yeah.
1 turn, 2 turns. This is turn 3.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Turn 3. All right. Okay. Let's see.
That just reminded me of Dark Crystal.
15, 20, 28.
Considering how much Dad
Roll
loves Jim
one more
Henson
die.
movies.
And 1 more die. Ooh. 36.
Wow.
That's the most damage I've ever done to anything.
And that's concentration, so
Yeah. So, okay.
you got it for 1 minute.
Holding it up there.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we don't let that thing get back up,
Yeah.
it can sit there roasting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where are my rocks in relationship to that?
They're
I
still
assume
alive.
They're on the other side.
Are they going to...
Well, according to the placement, I guess the largest rock would have been like right in the fire.
Mm.
Okay.
Because he jumped off right from where he was, and that's
Yeah.
where the fire is now. So,
How much damage was that again?
36.
36.
Okay, you take out the rock one then. Oh, the
Oh,
large ones.
okay. The rock was...
The largest rock was standing.
He was at 30
yeah.
hit points
Oh,
after
okay.
after the fall. So
Uh-huh.
Was rocks... Okay, I guess fire damages rocks. All right.
Uh-huh.
You'd think they'd be resistant to fire. Let's see. And I think it's a bonus to move it or something.
No, you don't move
No,
it.
you don't move it. It's just dead.
A wall's a wall.
All right.
So a creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn, or it ends its turn there. So at end of its turn is when it...
If it can't
It
move,
takes
it gets the same damage again.
Right, it takes
Yeah.
another 68.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ray then? Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
Okay. Well, okay. I don't have to take any more actions to tell the guys what to do. They just do it.
Uh-huh.
I already used my bonus action previously for that.
Uh-huh.
So,
Uh-huh.
I'll cast my spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Uh-huh.
Does animate objects take concentration or spiritual weapon?
The animate object does. The spiritual weapon does not.
That's so weird.
I know. Isn't it great?
That's thrown me off so many times. You think,
Yeah.
I just
Uh-huh.
need to put a note at the top. Spiritual weapon does not take concentration.
Yeah, just a bonus action. So,
Yeah. Summon it right beside.
sure. Yeah, you can do up to 60
couldn't
feet
cast
away.
another spell.
Okay,
So-
so you're right next to
When
the
you're
edge.
trying to
You'll probably be on the other
spell.
side.
You can't
yeah,
cast
yeah.
another
So
concentration.
it'll probably be
Okay.
on that side then.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I will make an attack with that then. That's going to be unnatural 20 to hit.
Yes.
Huzzah. Let's see. Oh yeah. Also, oops, almost forgot. Spell slot used. There we go. And D8 plus spell modifier 8 plus 6, 14. Yeah, damage. That's where the type matters. You know,
Mm-hmm.
force damage. So that was the bonus action. Then, as primary action, I will cast a Toll of the Dead on it. So it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 18.
It fails.
Huzzah!
Is it damaged?
You don't say. Okay, so it's DT12 then.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It's only 6. Okay,
Well, better than nothing.
that's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Then I will have the little guys then who are left do their little attacks there.
Uh-huh.
Summon
2.
monsters. He uses this. I'm going to sit back tinkering on the pony and laugh. Because after turn 1, I'm done.
All right, first medium one gets 18 to hit. Oh, yeah, 18 to hit.
Just hits.
Huzzah! Now we know 18. All right, 2d6. That's
No,
7.
I can't
That's our 8
conjure
damage.
because that's a concentration spell.
Correct.
Yeah.
Second medium one. That's only going to be 11. That misses. Small one. First.
Do blight again though.
Yes.
1? Is that 1? That's a 1. Candy. Candy.
Somebody increased his odds of rolling a 1.
Yes! There you go.
Wait a minute. That's
So,
only
chart.
one for attack.
Percentile chart to see what that little, yes.
You want him to track what rocks that you.
Wait a minute, rock.
Yes.
Roll the 1.
See what the rock fumbles.
Ah. Okay. It's been done. It's been done. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Percentile. Okay. 72.
The rocks.
To go last in initiative next round. I don't care.
Okay. All right. Then the second small one. Okay. Whew. That's going to be a 21. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Small rock.
A D8. Okay. 6 plus 2, 8 damage.
Okay.
That'd be so funny if this rock got the party got the kill to it. The kill steal. Okay, I think that's all I can do in this round.
Loxo.
Okay. Okay, he's not going to be able to get close enough to use the hammer because he'd be going up to the fire.
Yeah.
So, what can he do? He's still got a javelin. He's got 2 fireballs. I don't have any specs on the fireball, though. It was a fireball...
The ring of fireball.
Ring of fire, yeah.
Necklace of fireballs, you mean?
Necklace of fireballs, right.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
You might not want to waste it.
Just throw something at it.
All right,
Throw
a javelin. I got
yeah.
a javelin. I'll throw a javelin. All right.
All right.
Okay, so...
At this rate, that thing has to be hurting.
Okay, that's 21.
Hey, it's.
Okay, and let's see.
Oh, but it's disadvantage.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you're just rolling
roll.
it. Yeah,
Roll
yeah.
again in case I get a...
Yeah.
No. Okay.
What is it now?
It's 19.
Okay, it still hits.
Yeah.
Just make sure you say, oh no, and it's like, well.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get a 20.
Okay.
We need a 20. Okay.
Disadvantage, not advantage.
And the D6. Yeah, disadvantage for me. It's a disadvantage for him. Okay, so that's 8 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. It crumbles into little pieces.
Okay, so I release my fire.
Yeah.
Actually, he would have been taking damage all that time in theory.
But you still need to get these things as far
Yeah.
away from as
All right.
possible. I'd say like
So we all run
How
up
many
and grab
pieces
a
are
piece.
there?
8.
8?
No, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have enough of us to get a. Can your pony grab a piece? They can chew.
So we spread it in 8 different directions?
Yes, as far away, at least 10 feet or more. If any of the pieces are too close, it will start regenerating again.
We can get all of them at least 10
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Just have the pony carry one in one direction, I guess.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Glue something to the rocks.
True.
Yeah. Okay.
There's only 6 of us, including
Yeah.
the bounty.
Well, yeah. But,
Make
You
a,
two, throw.
Make a perception check as you are taking these pieces out.
Oh.
Can I use advantage for looking for various things?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Okay.
2 7s.
7. Wow.
I got 2 10s.
Okay.
So I got a 18, and he
I
got
got
a 13. So I got
2
8,
12.
18.
12 or 12. Take your pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ray got 19. Phil got an unnatural 20.
The ones that got like 15 or more.
Yeah.
You notice inside there are blue baubles in the shape of the letter J.
Ah. Inside the creature? Or
Yes.
Inside, okay.
So Geraldine must dislike us today.
Or at least dislike you.
Yeah. Well, we still don't know why. Just because they pulled a card. That made no sense. He's mad. He's insane. We have to kill him.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay. All right. It's not going to happen.
So, you're one of the few
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
to have successfully stopped a Reaper.
Well,
Anything useful in its parts?
Does it say, were there any relics we could find?
Nope.
Any Numenera?
Nope. You had to crush this thing so much there's nothing left to salvage.
There.
Like I said, if anything was too close to each other, it would just start reforming.
Huh.
So.
Okay.
So
I use
5-dimensional device or 10-dimensional devices.
I use
to
stone
hold
shape
all these,
to
so we can reassemble and
embed
seal.
one of the pieces 5 foot into the rock wall and then seal it up. So unless somebody chisels it out, it's never going to get out. And let's make it one of the pieces that wouldn't be very good without, like more than just a leg, maybe a torso part.
You know that any of its pieces together would allow the whole thing to reform.
Oh yeah.
Like
Well,
even
anyway,
if it was
this
two
part-
legs, if it was one leg and an arm, whatever else, if they were too close together, the whole thing would over a day or two.
Regenerates from those 2 items.
Yes.
Okay. What kind of magic is
So it's not a matter of keeping all of them separated from each other. It's a matter of just minimum 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well. Anyway.
We should give one to Flyte. There you go. You want a piece?
Yeah, we should.
You can just bury it on its property.
Seal all the parts in rock. Anyway. Okay. Okay. So we're done. We've taken the parts, separated them, buried them in the desert. I don't know what you want to do.
As long as they're more than 10 feet apart from each other.
Can we actually destroy the parts? Each part separately?
You'd have to take someone to someone like, so you remember the way back there were those goblins kind of creatures that destroyed Numenera. They had special equipment to like.
Well, we could always spread a few out in this area as much as we could, and then just take one day where we kind of just walk things out. Stay where we can see, but at least keep them far away. So if land shifts or an earthquake, they don't.
If you want to make an Arcana check,
Okay,
for a lot of
Arcana.
this.
Oh, a 9. I'm going to start having the battle pony roll.
15.
You get the idea that even if you were to have, say, your vault that Flyte's been working on, harvest these pieces, harvesting more than one would allow it to reform within the vault.
Right, so let's
And it would
just
just burst out of the vault.
Yeah.
spread these out
So-
and hopefully
Okay.
you have good dreams from now on.
Yeah, okay. It'd be best if we could bury them somehow so they'd be very difficult to reach. Like I embed one in the rock, I could embed other ones in the rock. Unfortunate.
Or
Level spell.
Like, you know that these things can do anything. Like burrow, fly, swim.
Well, but
They
when
will
they're
do whatever-
separate, they couldn't. You're not saying that they're going. They're not
As long as
free
the-
to do it.
As long as
If
two, like an arm could by itself move toward the other arm if they were close
Yeah.
enough together.
I'll tell you
But
what,
there's parts that couldn't move.
as long as we remember where these parts are,
Uh-huh.
if you get killed, I promise I will come back and let the thing reassemble to go kill whoever killed you.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, there is some advantage to this.
Sure.
Next, I want you to go pick a fight with Jerlin,
None of that.
and we'll come back out here while you do so.
Reform. Like, you know, they will kill whoever killed you, so.
Uh-huh. Oh, how nice.
More policy to have some sort of dimensional
Mm-hmm.
device that you keep one in a little pocket dimension, and when you're about to die, you just pull it out and go, more fool you!
Okay. Anyway, so we've survived this.
Would having like 2 bags of holding be considered like extra dimensional space? that you could
even
have?
one.
Yeah. Even one, yeah.
Just make sure you don't pull it out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nasty
Okay.
trap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna bite it, but
Obviously, it would take more than a day or two for this thing to fully reform from just 2 pieces.
right.
It could.
But if they don't know what it is,
Yeah.
Okay.
Or realistically, you could multiply, because if it's 8 pieces, they only recombine in pairs. There we have 4 of them,
Yep.
Yeah, you would think.
Yep.
and they all have the same
Yeah.
programming of killing you.
So someone sneaks into your house, and if we've established it takes more than a day, you just put everything near each other and go, you don't want to kill me. 4 Reapers will be coming for you. I should really stop talking before Jerling gets any ideas.
Okay. Anyway.
And by journaling, you mean him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, he could have his guys come out here and reform himself, so.
Not if he doesn't know where they are. Anyway. Okay. So we've cleverly hidden them about in the desert, far, far away from each other.
Did you separate the baubles?
The baubles.
The J.
From what?
From the armor. From the pieces.
Well, I imagine the baubles fell off, didn't they? Or fell out.
They're attached. They're like grafted.
Oh, yeah.
In the
Go
J
on.
shape, and like along the back.
So what is that? Would somebody have a way to find out what kind of magic is in this thing?
Arcana check.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Oh,
You don't know.
No.
well, our kind of check. See what? Okay. Let's see. That's 15
These particular baubles do have trackers placed inside them.
trackers.
And they're attached to half of the pieces because when it broke off,
yeah,
a little bit here, a little bit there.
only half the pieces. Well, we need to. I think we need to take the baubles off the pieces. Can we do that? Are we able to do that? Do we have to roll to do that?
I suppose a strength check or trying to try something that's been like soldered on,
Yeah.
fused to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, even they did get beat up. You only half the pieces have baubles.
Yeah,
Okay.
because when you split it up, there's like 2 over here, 2 over there.
Okay.
Enough to spell a J.
So we got a dirty 20 for Luxo,
Uh-huh.
and I had trouble with mine. Somebody else want to pull one off?
I am not the one to do this.
Okay. Well,
Not strength, not athletics.
so we got.
I'll assist Phil.
Okay.
That's 21.
Okay.
Okay.
You got about half of them off.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means there's one more then?
There's a few more. Like on the other 2 pieces still have theirs.
Okay.
Well, I think we need to get it all but maybe one off, so he can't find 2 pieces to put together.
I can try and roll.
Yeah.
We could put them all into one piece.
Yeah, we could put them all into one piece, or put them all with one piece.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 17.
Okay.
Okay. So
All but one piece had them.
and we put all of them with that one piece, so that he thinks he's found multiples and he doesn't. Okay.
Okay.
Like full-
That works.
Or we
Yeah.
could put the bobbles like 10 feet away from each other
Yeah.
and just leave it on the one. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Spell something else out with them.
Yes.
I'll connect the dots with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So.
But that way it makes it look as though, the only thing that we did was try to keep them 10 feet apart from each other.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Goodbye, rock friends. You did me well.
They're fiends, man. They're fiends.
They weren't fiendish.
Okay.
Everyone make perception check.
Oh my.
Again. A 1. That doesn't count for that, does it?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And you roll a 20 or 1.
Okay. Well, Luxo got, let's see. He got a dirty 20.
24.
Phil got 18.
You see on the other side of the canyon, one of the small parasite creatures like dart off in the opposite direction, like it was observing what you were doing and then
Guys, there was one of those parasite things.
Uh-oh.
Right? Did you see it? Because you were at the top of the canyon.
Oh, what?
It's up there?
I didn't know if
You
it
found
was
him
over
here,
there.
right?
Do I still see it running away then?
It dives off into the sand and dust and just goes out of view.
You're next.
I hope not.
Okay.
First time on me.
So it's seen you, and it's not attacking. It's just going somewhere.
Was
Do we
it
know-
heading in the general direction of the town?
No,
Do we know their level of intelligence?
there's some. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be like, could be reasoned with, it could be made as a scout. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to get at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Okay, well.
No, hopefully they didn't see where we buried things. We bury them in a different place now. Actually, we spread out pretty good. So.
Well, even then, we only buried the one thing. So we need one thing. And
Yeah.
the baubles, we still
Right.
need to find other places to take these other 7 things.
Yeah. Okay.
The other 7 parts.
All right. Well, I buried one in the wall. Embedded one in the wall.
Yes.
5
And
feet
then-
deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
All right.
thing packed quite a punch.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, it didn't actually demonstrate much of its ability before,
Mhm.
just trying to kill it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
We put our best spells forward.
Obviously.
Mr. Min-Max over here.
Yeah. Yes.
I was going to go farther artificer, but it's like, well,
Okay.
stuck fighter.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
I'm just
Okay.
curious in something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've hidden the parts. Go back to town.
Mm-hmm.
Were we wanting to hide all 8 parts in this area?
Not
Or-
necessarily.
Okay.
Just like
Okay.
as you're
Just like-
traveling, just choose a spot and bury
yeah.
it.
Yeah. That
And then
sounds
choose
good.
another spot and keep them as far away, as obscure as possible.
Right.
Also trying to cover your tracks so people can't tell something had been recently buried.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gathering you did not choose the spell pass without a trace, did you?
I did not. No.
Okay.
No. It's,
Double back in certain places then, just to
yeah. We
confuse.
can,
That would be a type of spell where like it wouldn't be able to track us without magic,
right.
pretty much.
Yeah.
We wouldn't need footsteps and whatnot.
You do know there's a lot of general sandstorms and wind and
Yeah.
stuff in this area that could probably cover most
Mhm.
extended tracks. If someone were directly
Mhm.
following you, they could keep
Yeah.
following you, but at some point the wind would just, obscure everything.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So I guess the potion of invulnerability was
Yeah.
still sort of useful to you.
Oh yeah. It was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. It was quite useful.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Especially for the really heavy hit. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Let's see if I got something I give you there. I got
You
this.
kept me and my friend alive, so that's
Yeah.
quite enough.
You did a disservice to the whole world.
Well, no, it's pretty good. Picking a stupid card.
Just read my pamphlet once, please.
Oh, that's the code word. You just launched your. You said pamphlet.
Oh,
No,
that's
I
not
said
the-
it should be pamphlet.
Yeah.
Oh, right. You didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't make that. I didn't listen to him. But no.
Oh, okay.
I've written down what my word is.
Yeah.
Although, let's just be honest, if you read that pamphlet, you might have to make a wisdom saving throw for insanity.
And if you fail,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. While you're traveling, everyone make a perception check.
perception again. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Phil.
Halfling.
Look
Look at that, a dirty 20.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Phil got a natural 20 as well.
Okay.
Natural one?
Unnatural.
Oh,
Unnatural.
unnatural, okay.
I'd be
Oh,
grabbing
what's
a chocolate.
that?
That is a 1.
That's not a halfling.
No. You have to.
But no, I actually got let's see.
You already used your
14,
inspiration.
I got
Yeah, you.
22.
Feed it to your follower.
I got 22. Luxo got the 1.
Well, you're playing as both, so.
Yes, yes.
You notice a bunch of broken bits of Numenera, various ciphers, relics. None of them seem to be working, but that there's like tiny crabs crawling in and around them, and they start to hiss as you approach.
Well, that's
The
interesting.
crabs hiss or the parts?
The crabs.
Would this be like an Arcana or a nature check?
Nature.
Nature.
Mm-hmm. For once, these aren't constructs.
15.
Okay. Let's see, Luxo.
4.
15.
They are called Calyptian crabs. They are tiny monstrosities.
We both say it at the same time. Calyptian crabs.
Okay.
Because we both got, so you got the same number.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of confusing because it's like one spelling over here is E-I-N and another spelling over here is I-E-N. So it's either Calyptane or Calyptian.
Okay.
Most of them say Calyptane, so E-I-N.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this says Calyptane because this.
If you're gonna make up a word, put it in the spell checker so it'll fix it for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we know about these?
Aside from the name?
They... you see 8 of them. They're around the size of a human fist.
So they're small.
Yeah, a couple of them are as large as a human head.
But they're not tiny. Okay.
They harvest Numenera pieces and can sometimes activate their cipher effects.
Ooh.
Now what kind of Numenera pieces are they mulling around?
A variety. Every time they make an attack, I roll a d10 and see what happens.
Do you want to throw one of these chunks of the one we just killed at it? I mean,
You think it'll...
No!
it eats them.
It doesn't
We
eat them, it
haven't even
activates them.
short rested.
Okay.
No!
I was misunderstanding what its purpose was. Okay.
Maybe we should just bypass them.
Yeah, none of us really have any.
They notice you're there and they're starting to hiss and approach you.
Yeah. No.
So I'm gonna need like 8 tiny creatures. Doesn't really matter what they are. They're tiny. They're not like.
Let me grab them.
Oh, yeah.
See, I only have.
See if you can find 8 crabs.
8 tiny crabs. I've got 2 bats. Looks like 3. So I got 3 of them.
Bats?
They're not actually flying, but they are tiny. I mean, the point is that they're trying to represent what the size ratio.
Okay.
So I got 3 that would work. If you want to get the other 5.
Yeah. Put them out there and these things don't fly though.
No. They are on the ground.
Okay. Can you be closer to
It's a pretty large area of scattered like debris and stuff.
Yeah. No.
So let's roll initiative.
Eek! These things are going to be more deadly than the Reaper. Well, I'll just go with the roll that accidentally touching the initiative button gave me. 19.
Oh.
Here's 8, and they're all walking, so you can remove the flying ones.
Oh, okay.
It's giving us
Go ahead and
misconception.
spread them out about 20 feet apart. It's a wide area here.
Yeah, you even found a crab.
A crab, yes.
Dibs on killing Wilbur.
The pig.
Yes.
Yes. So initiatives.
Okay.
Luxo got 11. And Arthur got 6.
What did
Somebody wishes they were a halfling.
Ray? What did Ray get?
3,
3 and Phil.
5.
5. Alton, you got 19?
19.
Okay, well, the crab still rolled higher.
Mm.
Yay.
Yeah, dirty 20s. So.
Oh, Lord, I have just pictures of Andre again.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Oh, yes, the
Gonna
giant
die
crabs
from
that surrounded you.
shellfish. Survive everything else, not shellfish.
Yes. Oh, yeah, your weapon's still.
Yes, that's gone out. Yeah.
Yes. Let's see.
There we go. Still not two pieces. Fine, I'll just leave one out for later.
Okay, one's going to attack Ray. Let's see. What happens? Oh, yeah, first they have to roll to see if they actually hit you. And then,
Yeah, that'd be awful. Thank you.
a dirty 20?
Yes.
Okay, so take 5 slashing.
Okay.
And let's see what the effect is.
Heals me.
No. Heat. Creates a burst of heat, then inflicts another 2 fire damage.
Hmm.
You know the previous fight? I didn't take any damage.
Uh-huh.
So you're the tank.
Yeah.
Okay, moves up toward Loxo. Loxo!
Uh-oh.
It's going to miss unless an 8 hit Loxo, which I don't think it does.
Nope.
Alright. Nothing happens there. Move toward Arthur. Arthur. That's going to miss.
Okay.
Just enough range for Alton.
Right. I will use my reaction.
Uh-huh.
Somebody got that pony next to him?
No, I will use the battle pony's reaction to get a disadvantage.
Okay. Lucky you. I know neither of those Flyte characters are here. But
Lucky or you, yes.
we haven't said that in a long while. I assume a 15 misses?
15 misses.
Because otherwise it would have been a natural 20.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's the lucky.
Alright. This one also moves toward Loxo.
Mm.
I assume a 10 misses Loxo.
Yeah, it misses. Yeah.
Yes.
Good, because Loxo is in pretty bad shape.
Not quite enough room to get there. Not that there either.
Mm.
Okay, everyone else has moved.
Okay.
So, Alton.
All right. Wow. Hand to hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will use the
And a claw.
short sword.
Mm-hmm.
Next time we take short rests, people, I need superiority dice. 18
Hits.
for 7 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 14.
Just hits.
Hmm.
We have a number. 7 damage.
Okay.
Bonus action. We'll have the Steel Defender. Steel Defender will use the Force Empowered Rend for a 23 to hit
Yes.
for 3 damage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, that's everything.
Mm-hmm. Alright, next is Loxo. You got
Okay.
2 of them right next to you.
Yeah.
What do you code over?
Well, you know he has 2 attacks, too. I didn't even. I should pick that up for the other fight, but like you say,
Yeah, 5th level.
don't always remember. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have so many things on here. I'm like, what is it?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he'll use his warhammer
Mm-hmm.
and get the one that looks like a warthog or whatever. Okay, let's see.
Well, there's one that looks like a hyena with a rat.
18 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
You're going through it.
And the D6. Okay, 8 damage.
Which one are you hitting? The
Oh,
rat or
no,
the hyena?
I rolled the wrong thing.
Whoa.
I thought the one looked like a warthog.
Well, hyena.
Hyena? Oh, it's a hyena.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it is, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, all right, hyena.
Uh-huh.
I rolled the wrong die.
Let's go to a low
Well, roll the right die and
All right. Let's see. That would be 8 damage.
okay.
And the second attack. Let's see here. Ah. Get another hole there. Okay. That'd be 19 hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. And it's gonna be 7.
7 damage.
Right.
Okay. And that's all for Loxo.
Yeah.
All right. Next is Arthur.
Okay.
Currently have one right in front of you.
Yeah.
The other one is getting close.
Yeah. Let's see. What am I going to use? I was going to use Thunderwave, but I have to get in further away from everybody.
Yeah, you would. And I don't think he would appreciate you using a thunder wave while he's right practically next to you.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not there. Why are you attacking me?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do I've never used this before, so I'm gonna try it.
Oh boy.
It's
Better than thunder wave.
Yeah, it's better than Thunderwave.
Ooh.
Second level spare.
That spell has its uses.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Flame Blade,
Uh-huh.
and it's a bonus to cast it on myself, and it turns. Well, one of my hands has a flame blade in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and let's see. Now I got to roll for
attack. Yeah.
attack.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, a 1.
Your third one today?
A third one.
Roll percentile. Bring an attack. See if you hit yourself or an ally.
Oh no. Let's see. Where's the other? Because I didn't have another percentile for that one. Okay. 78.
78 would be another go last. I'm not going to worry about that.
Okay. All right. I missed. I guess that's
I'm
my
just going
only.
to say it's close enough to nothing happens. It's more complicated than it's worth. Anyways, Phil.
Okay. Phil is going to walk up a bit to the crab one.
Crap.
Oh my.
Try to move for advantage or?
No, he's going to, stay in the position he was, yeah, like that.
Okay.
And he's going to do a line of acid.
Acid to hit 3 of them.
Yeah.
Indeed, that's the hope.
Mm-hmm.
So they make a dexterity save. It's only going to be a DC 11. So.
Well, there's possible 3 1s.
They all pass.
Oh.
Still half on save.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only 4 damage. 4 acid.
Yay.
4 to each though, so I mean it's still
And
more
it's 4
damage.
separate things he gets to try.
Yeah. Well, not just that, but it's, it's more damage spread out.
Yep.
Yeah.
They all trigger a random cipher effect.
Okay, enjoy.
So whoever's nearby them,
All right, let's start with the crab. I'm there.
the crab,
As is Phil.
creates a burst of toxin.
Okay.
That's both you and Phil, unless you're immune to poison
Acid.
or acid. So it's,
Yeah.
So you take 3 poison damage, and you're poisoned for 1 hour unless you make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. The second one
Hey,
in front
damage
of
immunity for the pony. Poison.
yeah.
All right. I'm
Sec-
going to use my reaction to get advantage on that throw with the gauntlet.
Okay. The one in front of Arthur.
I don't want to be poisoned.
What was the DC again?
12.
I'm so glad I did that.
Uh-huh.
One.
I can ignore that.
Yeah. Arthur generates a burst of nanites that attack living flesh and inflicting 2 necrotic damage
Oh.
and stunning you until the end of your next turn.
Ooh.
And the stunned.
On the hyena.
Get one of the stunned. What is
Stunned
stunned mean?
effect.
Yes,
You are incapacitated, can't move, can't speak. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against you have advantage, but it's for just one.
And incapacitated means.
Incapacitated. You can't take actions or reactions.
Uh-huh.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and the third guy in front of.
Basically, just ignore your next turn.
Ignore your next turn. Yes.
Yeah.
Lose a turn. Oh.
Yes, in front of Loxo.
I'm gonna do Thunderwave. I don't care.
A burst of electricity. Then it makes 1 lightning damage.
Is that to every creature around it though, including its fellow creatures?
Just to the target.
You can focus as to what its attacks hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I want to turn these things into pets.
I know it. They're adorable.
Just imagine a carriage drawn by them. It'd be slow,
Yeah.
but it would be awesome.
What type of creature did you say it was?
They're monstrosities.
Monstrosities. Okay, so you can't transform into them. Sorry.
No.
If they were beasts, awaken!
Yeah.
You're with me.
All right, Ray.
Ray. All right. And we still haven't killed any of them yet.
No, you have not.
They are hardy.
These two really are hurting, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. On those two, then, I will cast a second level magic missile.
Mm-hmm.
Magic missile.
But yeah, when you get them below half health, they automatically activate their cipher effect.
Oh.
So did they both take 4 damage?
Yes, they're still up.
Man, that was
Is it only once when they're below half health?
Yes.
Okay.
okay. Rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 plus 1.
Yeah.
Man.
One more.
You know what? Bonus action, I'll cast Spiritual Weapon.
Uh-huh.
You can't.
No, you already cast.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Nope.
Dang it. Never mind.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Ain't gonna do
No,
it.
ain't gonna do it. It's their turn again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll deal with the pig attack.
Deal with me.
Yeah,
That's some pig.
attacking Ray.
Michael.
Ray, does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Take
And would have hit me even if I had mage armor.
right slashing 3 slashing.
But mage armor with shield, you would have been fine.
3 slashing?
Yes.
Okay.
It emits a slippery slime for 1 hour, giving them disadvantage rolls on requiring a strong or careful grip, but advantage rolls that benefit from slipperiness, such as escaping from a grapple or moving. So it covers itself in this slime.
Okay.
Is it flammable?
No.
Darn. You could have lit it on fire.
Next one moves to attack. Ray.
It's a velociraptor.
14
Yes.
hits.
Oh,
That
mage
would
armor would have kept you.
Oh, shucks. Oh, well.
Another 3 slashing.
That's my paper cuts.
And he has
3. Take heats. 2 fire damage.
Again, isn't that the same one the other one did?
Yes, I said it's a random effect for each of them. I have to roll and whatever happens. The success. The
But
crab.
they only
The crab is
activated
going
once.
to attack Phil.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
You can't use your action if it's more than 5 feet, right?
Reaction. Yeah.
Because he was trying to use the pony's reaction. It's not close enough.
We're trying to see whether or not it's within the target or within the enemy.
It is within the attacker, so I can use my reaction.
Can't. Okay.
Ah.
Yes.
It's like biting at his back leg or something.
Look at me! Look at me!
They're both 19s, so. Plus
Yes.
4, 20. Yeah, that is. Okay.
He's
So-
using a shield, and yes,
Yeah.
you know that.
Yeah.
Phil, enjoy the 1 damage.
4 slashing.
Oh.
And the effect is. Okay. Banish.
Vanishing who?
Teleports Phil 30 feet in a random lateral direction. Your attack rolls and saving throws have disadvantage on your next turn.
Yeah. Okay, so which direction?
Roll a d4, up, down, left, or right.
We mean
Well,
north, south, east,
south.
west.
Yeah, right.
Up 30 feet.
Down 30
This
feet would
is
be
a-
worse.
Oh, true.
Random lateral direction.
All right, so which directions did you choose to be? North,
One
south,
would be
east,
north.
west?
Wait.
Two would be
Lateral.
lateral. That's true. It could be.
Lateral.
Oh.
Should that be a
This
D6
is
then?
horizontal.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's transported 30 feet in the air.
We said
This
in
is
a
a-
random direction.
Poorly worded.
Random lateral direction.
Yeah.
It could be transported 30 feet under it.
Well, lateral could. Let's see.
Wouldn't it be a D8
Well, that
then?
makes sense. Yeah. Well,
North. It could be all kinds of. Yeah, that's
let's just say compass direction. I think
compass direction would
that's
be a lot
probably what they
easier
meant.
rather than it would
Yes.
be throwing someone into the
What
air.
they
like
meant.
that. Yeah.
Or 30 feet straight down into the ground.
Yeah.
We could just do a D8 and have like northwest, north.
Yeah, you
Northeast,
just
yeah.
pick one as one, go
Yeah,
one is-
clockwise.
Mhm.
One is north, and then all the way around, whatever it is whatever direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you looking up lateral?
I was looking at the
how
word
far is
lateral,
it?
yeah, it's
What,
like-
moving 40 feet?
30.
30 feet.
So-
So you get to escape the attack. Next attack.
So, okay.
Declare a square one, and then roll a d8, count clockwise.
Yeah.
D8.
D8. So one is north,
Oh, goodness.
and then everything
North,
else
that
afterwards cycles.
I'm looking at the map right now.
Okay.
North is that way.
northeast.
The north is this way, yes.
According to that.
According to
that
this, north
image
is
of the
this
map,
way.
yes.
Yeah.
And then cycle around.
3.
3.
Clockwise.
So east.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, east directly. He's on the hill.
I have the high ground.
No, he's a fool on the hill.
You go all. And so now you have to remember on his turn, your attack rolls and saving throws are disadvantaged. So that was
Is that only for one turn?
crab. Yes.
Okay.
His next turn, the one in front of Arthur,
Uh-huh.
That's weird.
a 17 against Arthur.
Misses.
Okay.
Misses.
The frog is going to move up and attack Arthur.
Hope you don't croak.
Do you want to try to find some
That's
way to
gonna
capture
miss.
one of these things?
Okay.
The
I do have the stunning rod.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
wolf
looks
is going to
really
move
cool.
up to Luxo, so Luxo's going to get 3 attacks now against him.
Mm.
Luxo is going to, the first one's going to miss. Second one
Mhm.
is going to miss. Third one, that's a 21 to hit
Oh,
Luxo.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Take a 3 slashing,
Oh, gosh.
and
It's low damage, but weird effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bleed. You take 1 point of necrotic damage each round on your turn until you recover hit points or use an action to make a medicine check to end the bleeding.
Okay.
1 point's not horrid.
Hmm.
Oh, there's another ability that's whistle. Target intermittently or constantly makes a whistling noise that's as loud as a teapot. It's weird.
Yeah.
Where's
Okay.
it coming from?
Now, so who's
It
turn
ate
next?
some of that toe and it's coming out the wrong way.
Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right.
It's all of
I
their
was-
turns.
I was
It's
stunned.
Alton now.
All right. I will swing with the short sword on the crab.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. For a 14.
Hits.
Yeah.
Hmm.
7 damage.
Dead.
Woohoo!
Huzzah.
First kill.
All right. I will take a step forward and
Blunderbuss.
don the blunderbuss.
Mhm.
And I will shoot.
All right,
I don't
yeah.
know. Is it a dog?
Yeah. The dog
Okay.
has also been injured.
Yeah. 30.
30 hits.
I like the blunderbuss.
I think it's hit twice.
13.
13. All right.
And then the battle pony. My
Mhm.
bonus action
Mm.
will attack the dog.
Okay.
Hmm.
16.
Hits.
3.
Still up.
Mhm.
Because it can't roll.
Uh,
Mhm.
That's it.
all right. Loxo.
Okay.
You got 3 of them, 4 of them really, but 2 of them were attacking you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately.
A target-rich environment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Target rich, huh?
Mhm.
Oh, no.
You might want to move
No.
away in case he uses a thunder wave or something.
Well, Luxo can't use Thunderwave.
No, but you can.
Yeah.
If you're closer to him.
Just remember when you're surrounded,
Mhm.
it is not being surrounded, it is establishing a 360-degree firing arc.
Mhm.
Feel free to go in any direction you want.
360 no scope.
Uh-huh. Okay, you want Luxo to disengage and run away? Can he
Disengage
disengage
from-
You
without
can
getting-
disengage. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You can disengage once, and all the potential creatures.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Luxo disengages and
Okay, moves like 30
runs
feet back.
to 30 feet.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If you were to move here,
Yeah.
you wouldn't trigger. But if you move any further, you would trigger.
Okay. Yeah, but my thing is 15 feet.
Uh-huh.
How's the battle pony doing?
Yeah, the battle pony was
We can amend him after.
10, 15. Technically,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he'd still be in range too. If you just move 1 square, he'd still be within 15 feet of you.
Okay. Well,
Luckily,
we'll
the
see.
battle pony
We'll see.
can be rebuilt.
But it would be Arthur's turn next, so yeah.
Okay. Am I able to move now?
You can move 1 square without provoking an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to move 2
again.
squares anyway.
You're
Just
gonna
because.
provoke 1. Okay,
And
he's gonna
provoke one.
attack.
Yeah. Take my chances.
I'll provoke him.
That's a natural 20.
Oh. All
I'm
right.
sorry, I don't
Hey,
have
Candy.
any inspiration to use it.
Why don't I ever get any candy?
No, you get candy.
Yeah.
The wrong kind. Obviously.
The candy from heck.
Yes, right.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so I'm looking. Let's see.
I've been swallowing it directly, so it hasn't,
Yes.
hasn't had too much of it. Hopefully, it's not killing my stomach. I don't think it will.
Have we eaten all the.
Killing my spirit.
Yeah,
here's that.
that's pretty much it. Well,
Was he put some of the other chocolates from the other
Oh,
boxes
yeah,
in
so I'm
too?
kind
yeah, I
of
mixed
confused.
them so they.
That's
There's
great.
no,
That's not confusing at all.
Yeah.
Alright, well.
No.
Caramel.
Carbonated. Okay.
I can lock it down, but no.
Oh,
I'm
you
surprised
poor
I haven't
soul.
come across a coconut yet.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Okay. So,
Ah,
what's the damage besides that?
He aimed at Matt too. How rude.
Apologies.
you're fine.
No
Yeah.
spit take.
I'm just sitting here thinking, all right, how many different liquids are gonna come out now? Cooling, water.
That's gonna be 10 slashing.
10.
That's double damage.
Double.
Plus
Just waiting for
the,
tears from me.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, so that's. All right. Now, it's my turn now.
no, it still triggers the other effect as
Oh,
well.
it triggers the other effect.
Banishment.
No, it is right outside.
No. Take 1 poison damage.
Okay. All right.
Alright, now you can do your thing.
Okay.
Which will still hit the battle pony,
Yeah,
but not hit him.
but not him. Okay. Thunderwave.
Well,
Yeah.
either way, battle pony's down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It had 1 hit point.
Okay.
Oh. Sorry about that, but yeah.
That's all right. When we're done with the thing, I can just reconstitute it within a minute.
Okay. And that's a. Let's see.
To save for all
Okay,
5 of them.
And that's
Right.
your D8 per level. I'm gonna go ahead and cast it at. Should I cast it at 4th level? Have 5?
Sure, why not?
Are we gonna get a long rest sometime soon?
We'll find
You
out.
should be able to get into 10.
I'll cast it at 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go for it.
So I got 14.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many
Sure.
do you need?
What? Let's see. I need 2 more. Well, yeah.
Wow, okay.
That should-
How many total?
Where's my other D8? There it is. Okay. Brain's not looking for it. All right. Okay.
Don't they get a savings throw on this?
They,
That's what I thought, right?
they do.
Yes.
They do. Let's see. What is it?
What is
They're
it?
still half damage, so
17.
Dex.
Uh-huh.
Dex. Yeah. Or, is that Dex? Okay.
Yeah, it's Dex. Pretty sure.
I've got con save.
Is it con? Okay.
Yeah.
I remember a bard I did
So
for
let's
another.
see.
All
bard.
but one failed.
16. Okay. So I've got 20 damage, or 10 for the one that passed, or
Okay.
10 for the one that passed. Yeah, 20 damage each.
Okay. They are. Let's see. That one's dead, and that one's dead,
Okay.
and the other ones.
Oh, they're also pushed away 10 feet.
Yeah,
Yes.
pushed away 10
Okay.
feet. Yeah.
10.
Not pushed away if the success.
Oh, so this one was successful. That doesn't
Okay.
move. They are hurting,
It is
but
constant.
they are not dead.
So all of them have been damaged now.
Yes.
And it would trigger
Well,
their
these two
effects.
still haven't been damaged.
Yeah, how many triggered there?
Or they're already up below half.
They're already below half.
These 3 had not had theirs triggered yet.
Really? Well, 2 are far away now, so
Exactly.
hopefully it's not a distance effect.
Well, before they get pushed away,
Oh.
they receive the damage first,
Uh-huh.
and then they trigger. So
He wants to hurt us, okay?
Yes,
just let him
apparently.
do the hurting of us.
fine.
Uh-huh.
We
Create.
kind of wrecked the Reaper, so we die by crabs.
Yeah.
3 lightning damage. The other one creates a distracting hologram around itself, giving, around you, giving you disadvantage on your next 2 attacks toward it. The fox
Okay.
did that, and the other guy.
These are weird.
Yes.
I want one as a familiar.
Let's try. What challenge rating are they, out of curiosity?
Huh?
What challenge rating are they?
Oh, 1/2.
Oh, yeah, you could probably could do that.
Oh,
6
familiar.
6
set.
necrotic damage.
Is what?
Oh my gosh.
Familiar has a set list.
Well, I mean, if you're doing Warlock Familiar, that's more broad.
If only there was a Clockwork Warlock Patron.
I mean, in that Deep Magic book,
I
maybe.
just looked.
Yeah, okay.
That'd be cool.
Are there any of the other Arcanas? I know there's some. Or in Tasha's? I know Tasha's had a new
Okay.
Clockwork one. I think it's Clockwork
Clockwork Sword.
Sorcerer.
Who's next?
You just did your thing. So,
Yes.
Phil.
With his disadvantage on attack.
Yeah.
Mhm. And he's still far away.
Yeah. He's going to dash up behind the Velociraptor one.
Okay, just add
That's
it.
not
Yeah.
Phil.
That's,
No, right.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a Velociraptor.
Right. Here. Okay, so he moves as far as he can. That's all he does.
In an advantage position.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay.
And he's going to attack? Can't attack?
He can't.
He
no.
dashed.
Oh, he
He
did.
dashed.
Oh.
Ray.
And there's no point for him to attack. It would be a disadvantage anyway, so might as well.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use my poison spray on the Velociraptor one.
Mhm.
I know what, oh, yeah. So it needs to make a con save DC 16.
Okay.
Excuse me.
It fails.
Huzzah. 2d12 poison.
Mm-hmm.
D12.
Whoa! Yes.
Would you need to be 2 or 24?
That's it's total of 20. It wasn't d20, only wasn't unnatural.
Yeah.
To hit.
That's a 20 damage total.
Damage.
My
Okay,
po-
you
my
trigger
poison.
its effect.
Just in time for Phil to go back where he was.
Ah!
True, banish.
Hey, are we both of us? Or
yes.
just the one who attacked it?
Just the one who attacked it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh.
great. So,
Roll a d8 in 30 feet in random direction.
8.
8. So
So That way, because
That away.
And disadvantage on your.
I see a Toll the Dead coming in your future.
Yeah, really.
Oh, is that good for 120 feet or something?
Well, then it just requires
No
a
attack
save.
roll.
So
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
So that was my action.
Yeah.
As my bonus action, this time I'll cast spiritual weapon. There you go.
Mhm.
And have it attack the Velociraptor one. Yeah.
Uh huh.
And this will be at disadvantage.
Yes.
No, it was a 19, but I guess I'll take the 9. Well, it's plus 9, so 19. Plus 9, so it's 19.
18.
Okay.
Yeah.
19.
Plus
It's like-
10. Okay.
It's plus 10, yeah.
Okay.
Still getting 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and
Exactly.
roll.
Yeah, 1d8. That's 7 plus my modifier, 6. So
Dead.
13. That's
Dead. All right.
The pig attacks your weapon.
So yeah, that was raised. That's the end of that. So back up to the top with the creatures. The pig moves toward Phil and attacks and misses. The others move back toward Alton and
Arthur.
Arthur, sorry. Arthur.
Thank you. It's a good thing I had a lot of hit points because it's just whittling me down pretty.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Miss.
Again,
Miss.
Yes.
or as close to a tank as you can be.
Does an 18 hit Arthur?
No.
No. So
Oh, I'm sorry. That matches.
18 matches. All
All
right.
right.
You take a
Makes you feel any better, that would equal to Phil too, so.
Yeah.
4 slashing and random effect. Fire damage. Another 5 fire damage.
5.
Yes.
See,
All right. That is their turn. Next is Alton.
All right. Well, 5, 10, 15 to the frog.
Mm-hmm.
No basement, no basement. I'm gonna just shoot at it.
okay.
I just was counting to see range.
So you're just getting a little closer, but
Just shoot with the blunderbuss.
yes.
15-foot range.
Second attack. It was a 2.
Okay.
You're still good unless a 13 hits.
No.
Okay. How about a 18?
Yeah.
For 12 damage.
Dead.
Okay, I figured it'd be dead.
Oh yes.
And that's it. I don't have anything for a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. All right. Loxo.
Okay.
Loxo's back to normal now.
Okay. That's good. He'll run up to the, was it a ferret? Anyway, can he,
Yeah.
he can get,
can
get
get
advantage on it.
Mm-hmm.
Farm out.
A rat, but yeah.
Rat, alright.
Mhm.
So, let's see, he'll hit at it with his warhammer. And, let's see, it's 17 plus
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'll hit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And again with the D8.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4. That's 9.
Dead.
Okay. And he's got a second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Can he move close enough to?
Can
hit
he? He was right here.
Oh, he
Not
can't
quite. No,
quite
he can't move.
He'll throw a javelin
Okay.
at the last one, or the one there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a
Yeah, being thrown away 30 feet, kind of.
19 hit. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see, it'd be 6 for that one. 9.
Dead.
Dead. Okay. All right.
All you got left is one uninjured pig.
Uninjured.
That's true, I never attacked that one. You said you wanted dibs on it.
You go for it. Unless we want to try and keep it.
It'd be Phil's turn next.
Phil's turn.
Or Arthur, sorry.
Phil, I mean, oh, my turn.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Arthur next. He just Loxo just saved your life, I guess.
Okay, yes, Loxo.
Which is the job, but yeah.
Uh-huh.
Loxo good. Loxo safe.
Okay. Let's see.
Hodor.
Uh-huh.
I hated learning that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Not
Let's
the
see.
best.
How far away am I from him?
35.
35 feet?
Mhm.
Well, my flaming spear does 60 feet, so I'm going to go ahead and cast flaming spear. He's got a DC 17 dex save.
It's a pig roast.
Dex save.
It passes.
Okay, it still gets half
Mm-hmm.
damage, I think.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which 2d6.
I mean, really, it's monstrous crab, but yeah.
Okay, so that's see, do I add
Yeah. But a pig roast is better.
True.
my I add my
Crab pigs.
spell casting ability to it?
No, just
No.
you know,
Okay. 5.
5 damage. All right.
Toll the dead. He's damaged. Anyway.
Yeah.
It is. Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
Were you wanting this thing?
No, it's fine.
Phil.
Okay.
Phil.
Phil, all right.
Phil's nice here. Yeah.
Yes. Phil's next to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Phil is going to use his longsword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's +1. All right. That's going to be 11 slashing damage.
Did you roll to hit?
Oh,
No, you
sorry.
can-
Yeah, I was so confident. Of course it would hit. That's a 17 to hit.
Yes.
Hey, guess what? 11 slashing damage. I gather it's not a dragon, is it?
No.
Okay. It's a dragon slayer sword.
So it's first damage.
Triggers its event.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
Actually, it triggered when I hit it, didn't it?
No. You.
Oh, the flame did not
No.
trigger it.
No. No. It's less than half health.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. I thought it could.
So it has 2 different random attacks.
Oh.
One when it actually does the attack,
Yeah.
and then another one triggers when it gets damaged beyond half health.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. This is visual displacement. Creates a distracting hologram, giving you disadvantage in your next 2 attacks.
Specifically
Wait,
for
wait,
Phil.
who's?
Yes.
Who, Phil.
That's from Phil, yes.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey, at least it didn't banish you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least you're banished in the same realm.
Yes. Yes. When it calls itself banish.
More of a
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
alright.
like
More
a.
of
Yeah.
a blink.
Alright.
Um,
So, yeah, Ray.
Ray.
The biggest magic missile you can.
Uh-huh.
I just told the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's going to be a wisdom saving throw, DC 18.
It fails.
Cool. So it's going to be 2d12.
Mm-hmm.
I would have laughed if it passed. It
Indeed.
just would have been so fun.
Not impossible.
8 damage.
8 damage. Still up.
Oh, I'll use my bonus action to attack it with my sword.
Yeah.
Where are you?
He's over here.
I thought it was
With
a
your
pen.
sword?
My pen, yeah, sorry.
Pen.
The
The
pen.
spiritual
Sorry,
weapon.
that's right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
You're right.
Pen.
Yes, 17 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. That's going to be 10 damage.
It did.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, quick
We loot
poll
the
for the
bodies.
DM.
Yeah.
Which encounter did you expect to cause us more problems?
The first one. Knowing you, it's like you're gonna cheese this. I know you're just gonna shoot it
I
into
just did
oblivion.
every stupid thing I could,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh,
Uh-huh.
this next encounter, I can't do anything.
Well, I mean, there are 2 very different encounters. One is a very large powerful thing.
Right.
That you just need it. It's just absorbing all of our damage to it. The other one is just spread out little things, and it's okay. So many different things to attack. And we have one area effect attack, Thunderwave, but
Right.
I mean,
Well, the lightning bolt. If I could have gotten, I was
Well,
tempted to go and move off to the side.
And I used to have spells for options.
yeah.
Now all I kept is hold that branding smite
Which does pretty good a lot of times.
for twice a day.
I don't know. It's like I look through this book and I see these creatures that none of you have seen before and are very unique.
Those
effects
are
and-
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were we able to
Make it back to town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the question is look through and see if there was any
That's what I was getting at.
Numenera in them.
Yeah. Anything survived?
No. When you damage them, when you destroy them, you destroy whatever they were activating.
Okay. Fair enough. All right.
Well, see now they'd eaten. Oh, that's right. We don't want to activate that thing.
That's what I said.
Well, what would the activation? Would have done? Just start growing from one piece. I mean, what would the activation have done?
Use its lightning.
Well, yeah, the lightning was in part of it. It was a certain part.
It does make you wonder though if you
Yeah.
could use the lightning emitter to make a weapon.
Okay. So we.
A crab-powered lightning emitter. Fire!
Then.
Well,
It is
does
always a random effect. It can do any one of the 10 effects.
yeah? Did we establish with our hopefully soon to be flying vehicle that we're getting that's powered by Numenera, right?
Yeah.
Does it work off broken Numenera?
Yeah. It won't, power it nearly as much. It's basically based on rarity.
Yeah.
So the rarer, more powerful.
What I'm saying is, could we throw these crabs in there?
It'd
For
be
a
like
couple
like
miles.
sputtering, for a little bit,
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, you
you
want
could probably
to?
fly over it later and then collect it,
We could feed it if it's at least 10 feet wide. Put 2 parts on either side and be like, feed it part of the reaper. Cool.
If we could eat, we could feed it a little bit of Reaper each time. Destroy the Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll probably come sentient again and fly toward the rest of its pieces.
By destroying the reaper?
No, but if it took over your
No.
vault, you want the vault to absorb it?
Well, one piece.
Yeah.
One piece at a time. It literally digests it inside of it, right? Like,
Yeah, it
essentially.
uses it for energy. It's got to
Yeah.
destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the smart part of the Reaper probably was only in one portion of it. The actual part that.
so all we need is
Controls it.
lobotomize it. That's all.
Well, you leave that part. You don't absorb
for
that
me.
part. You don't
I
absorb
mean-
that part. You put it somewhere and seal it up, and then absorb all the other parts, and they're all gone. And there's no 2 parts to get together anymore.
All
So
right.
there.
All right. You get back to town, and it's probably going to be another couple of days. They're glad you're alive.
Except for
And-
Jeremy.
Let us long rest,
Yeah.
recoup everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still going to be another couple of days before the project's finished. In
Sure.
fact, they might need you to find a few more things to assist in this complete reconstruction.
Take the time to
Okay.
the 1 minute it would take to rebuild my defender.
But they can also get it to not only fuel Numenera, but also repair. So you can either tell it to harvest it for fuel or harvest it to repair damaged pieces of your vessel.
So it'll heal itself.
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously, depending on the rarity and size, however much it can garner from it. Yes, that's a nice bonus for you. Although, depending on how much material you want to collect, inert or living material, to power it or heal it.
Would I be able to somewhere in town find somebody who's able to sell me some powdered silver?
Powdered silver or powder?
Powdered silver.
Powdered. Okay.
Flint actually has some.
Cool. How much will it cost? I mean, I need 25 gold's worth
Well,
to at least do
25
a
gold.
ceremony of some sort at one point.
Uh-huh.
I've never been able to do the ceremony. I won't be able to have at least the opportunity to do a ceremony
Isn't
if it comes up.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
About 50 shin.
Okay. I personally have 3 shin left. But I have
Okay.
The
All right. Well,
important
that was
thing
that was good. You
is there
survived.
anything I can
Mhm.
find that boosts intelligence?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I looked. I couldn't find any Numenera pieces.
Yeah, I
that
don't
did
know
it,
anything that did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from probably some Iron Flesh.
We'll keep going next week, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But Thursday,
Thursday.
Hopefully this Thursday.
Hopefully this Thursday we'll have our Disney-themed session.
yes.
As long as everything goes
One of the
according to
attendees had been sick. Yes. But better now, so.
plan. Yes, yes.
Okay. So, Dad, you want to.
Yep.
Alright. Until next time.
Until next time, happy gaming. Bye-bye.